An Uber driver just proved that strangers can become family in the most unexpected way. When a passenger had no one to stay with him in the emergency room, his Uber driver made a choice that changed both their lives forever. According to Today, this simple act of kindness helped restore someone's faith in humanity during their darkest moment. The passenger later said, "That one act of kindness helped me see the good in the world again." This story reminds us that heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they drive ride shares and have hearts bigger than their job description. In a world where we're often told to mind our own business, this driver chose compassion over convenience. He could have dropped off his passenger and moved on to the next ride, but instead, he stayed. He became exactly what this person needed when they needed it most. Sometimes, the most profound acts of love come from complete strangers who choose to care.
A pizzeria owner just restored our faith in humanity with one simple act that's making everyone cry happy tears. Chris Collistad, owner of Pizza Man, saw people eating from a dumpster in his parking lot and couldn't just stand by and watch. According to Today, he immediately offered them free food, saying, "I can't sit in a building full of food and watch somebody starve in my parking lot." This moment perfectly captures what it means to be human, seeing suffering and choosing to act. Collistad didn't judge, didn't ask questions, didn't make it about publicity. He just saw people who were hungry and had the power to help them. His restaurant is literally full of food, while people outside were desperate enough to eat from trash. The contrast hit him hard, and he made the only choice his conscience would allow. This is what community looks like: business owners who understand they're not just serving customers, but serving their neighbors and fellow human beings. A baby hippo just gave us the most adorable lesson in parenting that's melting hearts everywhere. Pygmy hippo Mars was having the time of his life in the pool at the zoo, but when playtime was over, he absolutely refused to get out. According to Today, the zoo caretaker tried everything, but Mars wasn't budging until his mom, Posy, stepped in with the classic mom stare that every parent knows and every child fears. The moment Posy gave him that look, Mars immediately knew playtime was over and climbed out of the pool. This hilarious moment proves that some things are universal across all species. The power of a mother's disapproving glance. Whether you're human or hippo, when mom gives you the look, you know you better listen. It's a reminder that parenting instincts transcend species, and sometimes the most effective discipline doesn't require words, just that unmistakable maternal authority that says, "I mean business." Even baby hippos know not to mess with mom. A 29-year-old woman and a 97-year-old woman just proved that age is nothing but a number when it comes to true friendship. Their beautiful bond began with something as simple as a ride in a Wendy's meal, but it blossomed into something that's touching hearts everywhere. According to Today, 97-year-old Lillian tells 29-year-old Estrella, "I'm so grateful for our friendship, and honestly, we're all crying." This intergenerational friendship shows us what we're missing when we stick only to our age groups. Lillian brings decades of wisdom and life experience, while Estrella brings energy and fresh perspectives. Together, they've created something beautiful that enriches both their lives. In a world that often segregates people by age, their friendship is a reminder that meaningful connections can happen between anyone willing to open their heart. Sometimes the most unexpected friendships become the most treasured ones. They started as strangers from different generations and became chosen family, proving that friendship has no expiration date.
A family facing their daughter's brain cancer just received the most incredible gift from their community, and it's restoring our faith in humanity. When they asked for one last Christmas celebration in September, their neighbors responded in a way that left them speechless. According to Today, the family said there are really no words to describe how incredible everyone is as their community came together to make their wish come true. Facing a terminal diagnosis, this family wanted to create one more magical Christmas memory while they still could. Their neighbors didn't just help, they transformed their request into something extraordinary. This is what community looks like when people choose love over indifference. When a family is facing the unthinkable, their neighbors became their angels, proving that sometimes the most beautiful gifts come wrapped in compassion and delivered by people who barely know you but care deeply about your happiness. Christmas in September became a celebration of human kindness that will be remembered forever.
Taylor Swift just reminded us why she's not just a superstar, but a genuine human being who uses her platform for pure good. The global icon made a surprise visit to the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital in Florida, bringing joy to patients and taking photos with staff. According to Today, her visit brought smiles to children facing some of life's toughest battles. Swift could spend her time anywhere in the world, but she chose to spend it with kids who needed a moment of magic in their difficult journey. She didn't announce it for publicity, didn't make it about her tour or album. She just showed up to brighten someone's day. For these young patients, meeting Taylor Swift wasn't just exciting, it was a reminder that they matter, that people care about them, and that even in hospital rooms, dreams can come true. Her visit proves that true stardom isn't measured by chart positions or sold-out stadiums, but by the light you bring to others' darkest moments.
A Texas Roadhouse restaurant just proved that kindness extends to our four-legged family members in the most touching way possible. When Hunter Metzger ordered his dog Iris's final meal from the restaurant, he expected a simple takeout order, but what he received was so much more. According to Today, he was blown away by the restaurant's compassionate response to this heartbreaking request. Saying goodbye to a beloved pet is one of life's most difficult moments, and this restaurant understood that Iris wasn't just a dog, she was family. The staff treated this final meal with the same care and respect they'd give any special occasion, recognizing that this moment mattered deeply to Hunter. Their response turned a heartbreaking goodbye into a celebration of Iris's life and the love she brought to her family. This story reminds us that businesses can be more than profit centers. They can be pillars of compassion in their communities, understanding that sometimes the smallest gestures create the biggest impact during life's most difficult moments. A bodega owner in Staten Island just created the sweetest incentive program that's making kids excited about school and parents grateful for community heroes. Wael Al-Selwi, co-owner of Zach's Finest Deli and Grocery, rewards neighborhood students with free food for good grades, saying, "I like seeing the smile on their faces." According to Today, his simple program is changing lives one report card at a time. In a world where academic achievement often goes unnoticed, Al-Selwi is showing kids that their hard work matters to their community. He's not just giving away food, he's investing in these children's futures, showing them that education has value and that adults in their neighborhood care about their success. His deli has become more than a place to buy snacks. It's become a beacon of encouragement, where kids learn that effort is rewarded and that someone believes in them. This is how communities thrive, when local business owners see themselves as more than merchants, but as mentors and cheerleaders for the next generation.
"24 years ago today, something magical happened that reminds us how music can heal a broken nation. On September 22, 2001, 35 TV networks simultaneously aired a tribute to heroes, bringing together Bruce Springsteen, U2, Neil Young, and countless other stars for a commercial-free benefit concert. According to Good News Network, celebrities like George Clooney, Tom Hanks, and Will Smith staffed phones to take pledges, raising over $200 million for 9/11 victims and their families.
This wasn't just a concert, it was America coming together when we needed it most. In our darkest hour, these artists didn't perform for fame or fortune, but for healing and hope. They showed us that when tragedy strikes, the human spirit responds with love, generosity, and unity. The image of Hollywood's biggest stars answering phones, taking pledges from everyday Americans perfectly captured what makes us strong as a people. Music became medicine, celebrity became service, and entertainment became a force for healing that helped a nation begin to mend.
40 years ago today, Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, and Neil Young created something beautiful that's still changing lives: the first Farm Aid concert. According to Good News Network, what started as a single benefit show at the University of Illinois raised $7 million for struggling family farmers and launched a movement that continues today. The founders thought one concert could solve the farm crisis, but they quickly realized the problem needed ongoing attention. So they kept going year after year, turning a one-time event into a lifelong commitment to America's farming families. This anniversary reminds us that sometimes the most important work isn't glamorous or trending. It's the steady, persistent effort to help people who feed our nation. Farm Aid proves that when artists use their platforms for purpose, they can create lasting change that extends far beyond entertainment. These musicians didn't just perform songs, they performed acts of service that have sustained farming communities for 4 decades. Their legacy shows us that real impact comes from showing up, not just once, but again and again.